Okay. I'm back and I have another story about a stupid artist. Uh, I mentioned way back in Castelia City when I first got there that I was trying to commission artists for various pieces of just artwork and all that, and I'm trying to talk to the artist and do all that stuff. Uh, I think specifically that was I talked about when I needed the logo, which I don't need anymore because I talked to my current artist and she's willing to do it. But is this Liz and Tate? No, it's Sola and Anna. There's 6 Pokemon. Jesus Christ. But I talked about that and all that, and there was an artist whose name I forgot. I think Azurill is Fairy? But all those artists, I talked about various of them. And then recently I talked about the artist that blocked me for no reason after we had set up, her already waiting for me to do the PDF or whatever. Jesus. No, really? Fuck off. There was another artist named Kanahoshi. Oh, are you gonna heal? Yeah. Named, Kanahoshi. Oh, piss off. They are like a terrible artist. The artwork's not bad or anything like that. I don't want to say that. Like, I would never say that. Rapidash. However, their personality sucks. Oh, wrong, yeah. Yeah, Shadow Ball on you. And then you need to swap to Miyuki. Their personality sucks. It's you basically have to dance to their rhythm or you don't, or they will just outright say no, they're not going to deal with you. So I asked, I complained about them and I said how I was asking questions and all that, and they were apparently finding that, like, really upsetting. That I was asking just simple questions like, what, are you able to draw this? Can you do this? Is this, like, just various things like that. I think that's Fairy. Is Fairy resistant? No, yeah, Fairy's resistant to Dark, I think. Really, Surf is gonna hit, so I'm dealing with them to get just an image made to celebrate my new model being created. So I'm talking to them and I'm setting it up. I was asking them if it was possible to know the price. If the price was possible to know... Come on! Ahead of time. Or if it was just, they just made up a magic price. I asked, I go, hey, you do chibi and normal, or chibi and anime art, is there a price difference between the two? I could assume there is, but I always have to ask. I waited a day and a half for the answer, and the answer is, yes, there is a difference between the two. I'm like, okay. Is there any way of knowing which one is, or is there any way of knowing the price? Because which one I pick is dependent on the price. If, one's slightly cheaper or whatever. I gave a couple examples like that. I think that's Fairy and Psychic. And that's Fighting and Fairy. She then, I wait a day and a half and she goes, Chibi is more affordable. I go, okay, but is there any way of knowing, or do you just make up a price whenever you get the details? Yes, the price is based on details, and then she blocks me. It's like, oh, okay, sure. It's like, yeah, sure. You just have to wait a little bit for me to send the PDF, or, not be an asshole and actually just give me the information I'm asking for, but sure. Oh, play rough as fairy, okay. Really silly that play rough as fairy. It sounds, play rough, it sounds like it'd be dark, but... But just, like, it was like 5 days of waiting. Are you, the lady I talked to? Yeah. And then just to randomly block me. I mean, they've apparently... I've complained about them before, they're kind of an asshole artist. Oh. Oh, it's the mother. Road 7. I'm just in... We're FaceTiming and I'm just in the middle of a hurricane. Okay, sure. But... get me out of here. I'm talking with them and all that, and then they block me randomly for absolutely no reason. But they're, They kind of lie. They're like, with over 1,000, or with, thousands of satisfied customers on Fiverr, you can trust your artwork with me. One, you can't ask her questions. She gets mad at you and she'll tell you that she can't do what... She's not going to work with you if you ask her questions. Like, are you capable of drawing... Like, are you comfortable drawing NSFW? Do you consider light skin being shown as NSFW? I've had artists take my model and deny it because it had alleged NSFW in it. Because it was too inappropriate for their tastes. I think this is, double grass? Yeah. So, you always have to ask various things like that. Some artists will, some artists are comfortable drawing backgrounds, some artists are not. There's just various things like that. So you ask her questions and she gets mad at you and will just block you. Or, tell you she can't work with you because she's, she doesn't think that she can deliver what you need. It's like, well, you don't know because we haven't talked. Of course. I don't know. But she's like, thousands of satisfied customers, but then she has 5 years on Fiverr and 7 reviews. And for those that don't know, Fiverr's kind of aggressive with the reviews. Like, when you accept your piece of artwork, it more or less forces you to leave one. You have to explicitly not... you have to explicitly choose not to leave one. But it's kind of aggressive. It's also aggressive with the, tips, but that's whatever. I don't tip because of personal reasons, but mainly budget. Okay, but she's like, thousands of satisfied customers over my 5 years on Fiverr. And it's like, okay, she's explicitly quoting Fiverr, which means that her thousands of satisfied customers are, viewable. She has 7 reviews. Oh, Jesus. Thousands of, even if you count the base number 2000 as thousands. That's the earliest number that thousands would refer to. Oh, someone was eavesdropping. No, don't even look like the other one. So, you know, you take 2000, you divide 5 years with 2000s. That leads, like, what? That's like 1.2 days to do an art commission. That means that person for 5 years has done an art commission every single day. Assuming, by the way, if you go off the base number of 2000. It could thousands, they could be saying, I have done 6,000. That is... They are so full of shit. I even called them out the one time. I was like, yeah, no, this is not the behavior of someone who has done thousands of, has thousands of satisfied customers if you won't even answer a question. Nope. Probably should be reading this, huh? I think this is a war between good and bad. Continue to cause trouble, you'll have to deal with me. This is one of the Elite Four guys. Incident that happened at the Pokemon League 2 years ago? Yeah. Because the Elite Four is real... Or, Black and White 1 is kind of weird, because you have to beat the Elite Four, and then the event for the Legendaries happens. It is the latest that the event happens. You aren't with them, are you? No. Oh, the International Police now. I recognize you too. Shouldn't you be behind bars? My old friends at Team Plasma were kind enough to free me. Team Plasma? You mean Team Galactic? No intention of going back. Old friend, we shall have to talk another time. At least if everyone gathered here today, consider this a glimpse of future technology. I'm sure they ran past me. Where'd they go? That cold blast, the research on the ice rock. Why is Team Plasma so interested in ice for anyways? Oh, sorry you got caught up in all this. I sent word to the police. They've seized Unity Tower in the wake of Team Plasma's destabilizing actions. So we better to equip this. Or better equipped to handle this. I'm gonna head back to the gym. I wait your challenge. Okay, sure. Thank you for your help. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Marshall, Alder's apprentice and a member of the Elite Four. This solves concerns about Plasma. I was defeated by N 2 years ago in a battle. Since then, I've continued to train relentlessly each and every day. I was training inside Twist Mountain when that explosion happened. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but I'll assist with relief efforts. Well, then I'll be waiting for your challenge. Man, I've got 2 people who want me to challenge them. Oh, is this a 3rd one? The chill of frost in the air and the sound of a distant shockwave. And I find you at the center of it again. You are the most curious trainer. Last time I saw you, you charged onto Team Plasma's ship. Me, I've come here to see the results of a prototype device. I have what you might call a working relationship with Team Plasma. I mean, yeah, you're clearly one of their scientists. No cause for alarm, though. I am merely a scientist. Speaking of which, last time we spoke, I asked you about your trust between people and Pokemon. I've seen the results, and now I have a new hypothesis to test. Come. No! I built a set of artificial Pokemon based around designs I've purchased. Really, artificial Pokemon will never be able to perform as well in battles as natural Pokemon because the bond between them can't exist. However, Pokemon like Porygon, that has undergone a natural development cycle following its artificial construction, is still able to form a bond. But if that development were to be reversed, my evidence suggests that Pokemon would be unable to form a bond with a trainer, weakening its effectiveness in battle. I'll be waiting here when you are ready. I don't want to battle you, piss off. Actually, let me save state before talking to you. He's only got 2 Pokemon. I'll deal with them. I think this thing is Steel and Normal. Okay, I have the typing confused. I don't know the typings of these ones is the problem. The synthetic Pokemon. This is another Steel. Yeah, because this is the Pokestar stuff. Pokestar is, you do movies, and then you have to do, like, specific, like, Q-tips. And you fight various creatures that aren't Pokemon. Seems impossible to bring up the power of these artificial Pokemon the same way that you do. Grateful for your help. What else can I try? I must go form a hypothesis. Eh. I'll fly. I gotta come back here anyway, so... Yeah, Twist Mountain, I guess, is the place that I'm just about to go into. What's this one? Anvil Town. Icarus City. Icarus City, I think, is the last town you go to in Gen, or normal, like Black and White. Yeah, back to that Argus is... I'm content with just wasting their time, like, I don't care. I wasn't gonna pick them anyways. What the hell? After Pokemon Battle, I felt a little burnt out. How's my dear... Oh. You were in the tower, okay. I don't really want to fight whatever his name is. I want to give everyone a rare candy. Would. Everyone is healed, right? Yeah. I don't have any, like, electric moves to give anyone, do I? Charge Beam, but it's not exactly... Charge Beam's not exactly a high-power attack. Thunder, but Thunder's also really bad, so... You could do Rock. Power Gem. Power Gem's apparently also very good. Jesus Christ, sure. Let's give someone Power Gem. Who can learn it? Nobody! Sure. Explosion. What's that move? Why does that move? Oh, the move doesn't have a type. How is it super effective against... Rock Slide? Kinda sad I can't teach anyone Rock Gem, but oh well. Yeah, I'm content with wasting that order some. I wasn't gonna pick them because they're an asshole, but... I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to ask any questions about what I'm getting in advance. Like, I'm not even allowed to know the price in advance. I'm not gonna work with you. Because that is very easy for you to scam me. Oh, they changed it. Black and White 1 is it's a bunch of cannons. There's a wind tunnel. The propellers in the back start spinning quickly. You'll be blown away like a certain someone just was. When you think the wind will blow, stay behind a wall. Wait for it to stop. By the way, flying-type Pokemon have more weaknesses than you'd expect. Rock, or including to rock, electric, and ice. Oh, okay. Kinda clever. Kind of interesting. If the wind blows, it'll push you into a wall. Ooh, excuse me. Hunch Crow that is flying in dark. I did also decide, or I think about dealing with the artist that did the first model. Just because of the poetic beauty of having... This is dragon flying. The poetic beauty of having the person who started, like, my journey or whatever, the one who gave me the first image, being the one that helped me create an image to celebrate the final image. I like the poetic beauty in that, but unfortunately her gig for artworks and all that, like illustrations, doesn't exactly look the greatest. And they also look like full-on actual images and not just what I need. Wait, didn't you have 4? You son of a bitch. Okay, can I jump into these pits and have bad stuff happen? No. Aerodactyl, flying in rock. Oh, that's a different Aerodactyl than I've seen. Aerodactyl is normally like a primitive cave woman with way too much cleavage. I actually like this one. It's got like an old elegance to it. Sumiko wants to learn Dragon Dance. That's just a stat booster, isn't it? Yeah, I've yet to be able to actually sit down at the frickin' library and type to any of the artists, but I will message them and be like, yeah, I'm afraid that what your gig offers exactly is not, or what your gig offers is not exactly what I require. I don't need, like, because they seem to do, like, detailed, like, backgrounds and all that. It's like, yeah, that's not what I need. I just need an image of, like, the character. So, maybe if I tell her that, she'll offer a cheaper version of, like, just what I need. I'm sorry, 50 USD for a full-body, just normal art piece is, you know, a little steep for me, considering that's almost $100. That's the same price I paid for my model. Like, well, both stages of my model, the rigging and the, otherwise. Yeah. Nope, screw you. Really? So maybe if I do that, she did offer to lower the price slightly already, so maybe if I, Jesus, mention needing a slightly, cheaper thing. I don't have any Lepa berries or ethers. Yeah, I think I have a couple. I think I have an ether. Unefezant, or unfezant. Just because, like, I kind of feel like because it's going to be such a special milestone on the channel, right, that I should have a special image created just to celebrate. Mandibuzz. That is dark. Although that's gonna be only neutral, yeah. This was seemingly a horrible decision. Pelipper. I need something with electric. No, because flying resists that. I really should have had an electric type move, huh? I like that design for Pelipper. Neutral. How could this be? I wasn't being careless at all. Or careful at all. Okay. Medicines. The random berry juice I have. Yeah, it's a little bit of a waste, but... No, not really. 150. Well, it shows the PP of a single move. What about the regular ether? Oh, by 10, okay, and then... Elixirs all the moves. Oh yeah, I've been getting these things. Oh, no. Protein, physical attack. I don't think vitamins are going to have any use on any of the Pokemon yet. Okay. I assume this will... Yeah, that will automatically. I'm waiting for you. Thanks again for helping me check out the disturbance at Twist Mountain. You're a tough trainer who can face the wind and not get blown off your feet. Kind of excited about this battle. Why don't you and I have some fun? There's no room to battle in this little section. Normally they have like these little pits for them to fight in, and it's implied that that's where you do the battle. And Skarmory. You know, no, screw this. I don't like Skarmory. Piss off. Skarmory, I think, is pretty heavy, so... Swana, that is... lying in water? Which is neutral to ice, I just remembered. Archeops. Rock and flying. I actually really like the design for Archeops. It actually looks decent. I don't mind the cave woman look with the exposed skin and all that because, you know, that kinda is how they used to dress, I would imagine. Okay, yes. Curious as to where the earthquake user is gonna be, because you know for a fact these gyms like to cheat. Shift gear. User rotates his gears, raising its attack and sharply raising its speed. No, thank you. Life score. Here's the ground user. I think ground is weak dice. Drift Blim, ghost flying. Oh, that's a race. I won't forget this battle. I'm glad I can fight against you. Jesus, that's a lot of money. You're an amazing trainer, and Pokemon and I are happy because this is, for the first time in quite a while, about 2 years ago, I'd say we can fight at our full strength. This is an official badge. This is what, my 7th badge? My 5th badge? 6th. It's my 6th badge. I think the next one's Ice. Oh, hot stuff. That many, yeah, whatever. Acrobatics. She didn't even get to use a move. I wonder what Juniper's up to. I did promise her a ride in my plane. It would have been funny if you just got launched all the way to the end of the, runway. Time for a quick hop my plane. Where did Juniper go? She was in the Poké Tower, wasn't she? Hi there. Hope we can get some good research done on the other side of the mountain as well. That's right, I want you to take this flight too. There's someone I want you to meet, Opelucid City, but we can't get through Twist Mountain right now. We'll just make a quick flight over Lentmas Town. Wasn't it one of the towns all the way over to the right? Waiting for you in Mersralton Cargo Service. Hey, Professor, wait up. Honestly, she just does anything or everything at her own pace. Oh, you come too. Sure. Very demanding ladies. You come. It's like, jeez, okay, sure. Fuck the foreplay. No, that's a little raunchy for my taste. Looks like the professor's reached a stopping point in her investigation. Ready to hop aboard the plane? Sure. Gotta save state just to make sure I don't accidentally bump. Because my finger always rests over RT. Wait, you guys, wait. I want to fly too. I want to do some research in Reversal Mountain. Bianca, you're here? He's trying to show the dedication of a serious researcher these days. Okay, everyone off the Lintness Town we go. Looks like everyone's here. It's such a shoddy looking plane. It looks like the plane they get stuck in freaking the iCarly Goes to Japan special. Sure, no cutscene, okay. Well, I suppose I should tell you why I brought you out here. Jaren told me a group of people calling themselves Team Plasma are planning to use legendary Pokemon to take over the region. As you may know, in Unova region there are two legendary dragon types, Zekrom and Reshiram. Ooh, excuse me. But 2 years ago, Zekrom and Reshiram each recognized a trainer as a hero. They are following those trainers. So Team Plasma shouldn't be able to use the dragon types. That's true. What could they be planning? Are we just forgetting about Kyurem? There's much we don't know about Zekrom and Reshiram, so I want to hear... that's why I want to hear what Opelucid City's... yeah. Drayden has to say about it. Oh, Drayden's Dragon. Drayden's not the 7th one then, I guess. So finally, yeah. The reason I brought you here. I want you to go to Opelucid City and hear what the Drayden has to say. Sure. It's really not best to get involved with Team Plasma to start with, but still, hearing what Drayden has to say about the Dragon-type Pokemon will be really interesting. More importantly, it'll help you fill out the pages of your Pokedex. I'll be in the volcano just beyond here. I'm gonna investigate the rumors about some rare Fire-type Pokemon. You know, just casually, I'm gonna go be in the volcano, if you'll need me. You know, as you do, just casually go and enter a volcano. Aren't volcanoes hot enough that they just kill you instantly if you even, like, try to go near one? Or, like, if you get up to the crater, you just melt? Master Move Tutor, I'm obsessed with blue shards. Okay. It can only be used after the user has used all other battle... No. Magic Code, Magnet Rise. These are terrible. These are gimmicks. No, thank you. What happens when you press select when you're checking the town map? Oh, what does happen? You know, useful. Am I on a journey? Yeah. A spawn here will die here. Oh, sure. That would have been nice earlier. The user's not holding an item and inflicts double damage. Sure. I'll give somebody a Thunderbolt. You can learn Thunderbolt? I guess give her extra coverage. Check the volcano too. Cleanse tag. I think that yeah, it powers up ghost moves, but it also, I believe, keeps wild Pokemon away from you. I have a lot of money. What do you have? You have the random Pokeballs. As well as the moves that increase the length of those things. Oh, I actually have to talk to her, yeah, in order to register this as a save point. Or safe location, rather. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to be done here, so thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.